All right, what's up, dudes? I am here at Mohican Wilderness here in Loudonville, Ohio. This is part of the Mohican 100 course. I shot Mohican 100 yesterday, the 100K and the 100-mile race. I will link to the highlights below, maybe up here, I don't know. But I usually ride the Mohican State Park, the very well-marked loop over by the Mohican Adventures campground when I'm here. But you know, I've seen some of the stuff when I'm shooting the race over in Wilderness is a little bit more technical. It's like slippery, slimy rocks, and there's this wicked hard rock garden, dude. A wicked hard rock garden. I'm gonna go up and just ride this loop, and then there's kind of what's become this, and you know, it's kind of like the waterfall of Mohican 100, where it's you know, the waterfall at True Grit Epic, which I've covered extensively. You know, it's this one super technical feature on a, you know, an overall pretty technical course, but it's just this one kind of just art category you know, feature, which this, you know, this rock garden has kind of become. I'll run some of the, you know, the clips of people flailing in it, but you kind of got a couple tricky moves coming down into it. And then what I'm going to focus on is there's this slippery downhill shoot of a rock garden into this tricky right hand corner. And so a lot of people stack it on the little shooty part, and then if they make that, then they often screw up the corner. A lot of people screw up the corner. I'm gonna see if I can figure out, you know, kind of the best ways, the worst ways to go through it today. And then you know, so going into next year's Mohican 100, you know, you have a little bit more insight into this wicked hard feature, dude. All right, let's go flail.
You'll be good.
All right, here's another. That's Mayflower from Plymouth, Massachusetts.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
So that's
a treat, man.
Yeah.
This is like, if anybody in the race wanted to say thank you for the race, this would be like the best possible way to say thanks to the volunteers or race director.
I just like to share, you know, share the IPAs. All right, so Ryan said this is the biggest climb in the course, which I did not realize, but not feeling too snappy today. Oh yeah, wet grass. At least it's burned in by the racers. Oh, man. I know why people were walking this. Oh yeah, nice warm up. Oh yeah, freaking 20 RPMs. Whew. All right, you don't need to hear this. Talked about this with a few of the racers yesterday, but these might be the slipperiest rocks in the world. I don't know if I've encountered rocks this slippery. It's not like the rocks in my area, you know, in Boston and Massachusetts, whatever. It's not like they're super grippy, but you know, a piece of granite that's been ridden and, you know, the moss has been burned off of it, you know, by tires, isn't so slippery. But this stuff is just snotty, and that's part of the issue with the upcoming rock garden, dude. Snotty. All right, so I think we're finally coming into the rock garden. Yeah, these rocks are so slippery. I know there's some tricky stuff coming into it, above it, where the line might not be that intuitive. So I'll go left line. Oh yeah, that's weird, that's twitchy, kind of sucks. I come over this thing, and it's slippery. Okay, now we're officially at the rock garden. So if I'm gonna go back, I think when I was looking at this this top part, I think it's actually preferable to go into the right line. It's just straighter, less twitchy, and less of a problem. It's a little bit more commitment. But yeah, if you want to come down across that sketchy rock to the left, sketchy looking rock, I think overall it's gonna set you up better. Because this is got some like kind of wiggly wheel trappy stuff. I mean, you could, you know, if this were Utah and these rocks were made out of sandpaper, you had all the grip in the world, you could just ride right over this off camber and no problem, but you are 100% going to slip on it right now. So yeah, so it looks like you set up all the way right as soon as you come in. So you do those switchbacks up by the road, and then doop, then up over this guy, and then just full commit, and then kind of full like straight line down to the right. It's a lot less twitchy than this mess. I didn't like that. It's kind of crazy that you can't even walk up these rocks. It's so greasy. First little roll is unavoidable. Go right. Rock. Straight. Yeah, just fine. Yeah, it's way better. If it were dry, it would be kind of a cakewalk, but yeah, a little sketchy and slippery. But if you're gonna ride it, I'd say go over that rock to the right, because that line to the left could definitely trip you up.
I guess on top of the rocks is probably the best line, huh?
All right, so this is where the real problem spot begins. And here, you definitely don't want to go around, noodle into the left. You want to go up and over this rock. All right, yeah, so then you come into this, come across the rock, and then line it up here, and then it's just greasy, so it's a matter of, you know, kind of, you don't want to be blasting, because if you do come apart, which is highly likely, you freaking yard see a lot of people fall off to the side here. But yeah, you just got to line it up straight, just look ahead, you know, kind of keep your weight centered, stay heavy off that front brake, and definitely don't lock up either brake, or you're just gonna slide down. All of these are just so slippery. And then a lot of people make that, a lot of people do screw it up, but then a lot of debate about what the best line is in this corner here. You know, so what I saw a lot of success. I mean, not a lot. I mean, most people don't make it. It's like, I don't know, like 1% of people make this. You definitely have to kind of commit to the slip, and then I think it was mostly just kind of bonking into this stuff, and then wheels are slipping. They're going to slip, but you just got to commit and keep going. And then you're pretty much in the clear here, but people did screw up this bit. Across the top of the rock. Right here. Set up way left. Yeah. Whoa, and then I screw this up, please, no. All right, so a little sloppy coming out of it. I was actually surprised I made it. All right, so the line that worked for me is I actually, you know, so I did come out all the way wide, which doesn't seem super popular. Like I came all the way up on those rocks, because there's a lot of vegetation there. It was actually giving me grip. You know, sort of like a cross course, like go for the green. You know, that's what's got the traction, not the mud. And I went way out, as wide as I could go, and then definitely slippy, not a ton, but I think I did hit here. I think I just kind of lifted as my rear was slipping, and then just kind of lunged forward, and then almost screwed up because I didn't go far enough right here. So yeah, I'm stoked I made it. I mean, it's hard, legit hard. So all right, I'm gonna play with the lines here. I think I'll do a few of these. Just, I don't know if I'll end up doing it the same way twice. So a lot of people with commitment, you know, just a little body English, a little body Spanish, a little body French, a little Portuguese, we're able to make it around. All right, so all the way to the outside. The brakes. Ah, shit, yeah, see, man, it is tough. Maybe I just got lucky that first run. Yeah, I think dry, this would be a whole different animal. That's a real show. Look it up. I think it ran for 2 seasons. It was horrible. Let's make it go all the way. All right, so look through the corner. And good. Definitely a lot happening, you know, kind of in my hips. I'm a little, like, I'm definitely kind of like thrusting through there. Yeah, you just gotta figure a way to kind of lighten up over that little nub. You know, coming wide, keep that wheel straight, and just look, I mean, look through too, you know, look through the corner to where you want to go. Yeah, it's like that nub. And I think when I was looking at this, I thought, I mean, I did see people make it across here, but it's definitely, I think, better to hit that nub, but yeah. Did make it. I'll try one more goofy thing. This is another one we were looking at, was could you kind of put your wheel up on this and then come through it? Maybe that would line you up for that line better. I don't know. No! I don't see it working here really. Oh, whoa! All right, that is not necessary. It probably looked really lame, but it was exciting. Definitely didn't help, but funny, fun. All right, so that was getting rockward with the Mohican Wilderness Rock Garden dude, and I hope you found it informative and somewhat helpful. And if you did, you know, share it with some friends who, you know, struggle with it during the race or when they ride here, and also share with your friends who have no problem with it whatsoever and just breeze right through it, and have them tell me how amazing they are and how it's really not that hard, dude. And I'll reiterate again for you knuckleheads out there that this is a feature that occurs well into an endurance mountain bike race where the point is to get from point A to point B the fastest and still alive without breaking your bike. It's not a slope style contest. It's not a trials competition. It's not your 7-mile Wednesday night ride. It is a freaking endurance event. And so the safest option, if you're not sure about it, is to walk it just preemptively. You know, try not to get in other riders' way and, you know, dude one of the women's leaders as she's trying to clean it. But, you know, but do what you're comfortable with. You don't want to, you know, try to figure it out during the race and then flip over your bars and smash all your teeth out. But this is a pretty easily accessible feature. If it does give you grief, you can come out here to Tree Frog canopy tours and do some zip lining, and then go right up here and, you know, find the thing and then just session it and figure it out and decide if you want to, you know, if you want to ride it or you want to walk it or you know, or if you just want to go zip line. I don't know. Yeah, and I